Hello everyone, welcome back to English Virra, my kominka, and it is Monday night. I got out of the hospital last Friday. I didn't actually get here until a little late in the afternoon on Saturday. The reason is because Friday I thought I would have the opportunity to meet with my girlfriend, but unfortunately her child got sick and it wound up being okay. I decided to get a hotel, and I I specifically looked for a hotel that had the largest bed that I could find. And online it said it was a queen size bed, but when I actually got to the room, it was more like a California king. It was bigger than a California king. It's the biggest bed I've ever seen, so it was perfect. If you're wondering why that matters so much, it's because I'm about 6 feet two, about maybe 188 centimeters tall, and the beds at the hospital are not really fit for anyone over six. I would say maybe 5'10". If you're taller than 5 foot 10 inches, then the beds are going to be a little uncomfortable. Now, it did work out well when I was wanting to lie down on my stomach because it was easy for me to hang my feet off the very end of the bed. Um, my feet, I don't know if everybody's feet are like this, but whenever you're lying down on your stomach, of course your feet, don't bend that way very far, but um, it was a little uncomfortable. It is a little uncomfortable for me to just lay down on my stomach and put my feet flat on the bed. So I like to hang my feet down, straight down on the end of the bed. So it was perfect for that. But when I wanted to lie down on my back or on my side, especially when I had the bed up, because you can raise the feet and raise the head. And whenever I would do that, it would just make my feet slide in off the end of the bed and into the rail, and it was very uncomfortable. So when I got out and I stayed in Hiroshima City for that night, I just wanted to have a really big bed, and it just happened to be the biggest bed I've ever been in my life. It was great, but the checkout time was super late. It was 12 o'clock. That's the latest checkout time I think I've ever had. So I was able to stay at the hotel for a really long time. I think I wound up being at that hotel for like 17 hours because when I checked in around 6 o'clock, I basically didn't leave. They gave me breakfast in bed. Well, they brought it to the door, but basically breakfast in bed, and they brought me. They gave me like a free drink bar and stuff like that, and it was just a really cool place and big TV. So in the morning, early in the morning. I watched the Astros play a playoff game, and they won that game right, basically in the ninth inning. It was a great game. The one that they played earlier today was terrible. This morning was absolutely terrible. I thought they were going to win it for sure, but they just they gave up on me. And so there's going to be a game seven tomorrow morning, and I'm going to hopefully be able to watch it like I did this morning right here at the Virra because my internet connection seems to be just good enough for me to watch the game semi live. It's about maybe 5 to 10 seconds behind the live, and so that gives me a little bit of a buffer so it doesn't really stop that often. But I just wanted to check in with everyone and update you, tell you what's going on. I'm gonna have to take my backpack off. I've got my backpack on right now with my computer because I just came back from Saijo. Right now it is, I think, around 9:30. I can't see the time on the. Yeah, it won't let me move the time bar down while I'm recording video, but it appears to be about 9:30. When I had to go to Saijo today. In case you don't know, in East Hiroshima, East Hiroshima, there is a capital city for that whole area, and it's in Saijo. And if you look on a map in Japan, I'm not talking about Saijo in like way down in Ehime on that island. I'm not talking about that Saijo. I'm talking about Saijo in Higashi Hiroshima, East Hiroshima. And the main government office is there. So I had to go there today and do a couple of things and stop at another shop for a friend of mine. I took my walking cane with me, the one that Glenn got for me and brought to the hospital. Actually, he brought me two, but I've only been using one because it's when you have a cane in one hand, it's very difficult to get anything. I just came from the supermarket, and to carry this bag is very difficult if I have two walking sticks. So if I'm going to go just walking, then having two would be great. But right now I realized that when I take a walking stick, I should just take one because my other hand needs to be free to pick up stuff. Basically, I ordered a juicer. It's a slow juicer that also is able to juice leafy vegetables and greens. So at the supermarket, I picked up a few greens, some cucumbers, some carrots, and a couple of lemons. Tomorrow, I'm going to give my juicer a try and make sure it works okay. And if everything is good, then I can first leave some feedback for the guy who sold it to me online. But from there, I'm going to start buying a lot of vegetables and do a vegetable juice fast. So I'll just be drinking the liquid from the juice. I'm not going to be eating any foods or solids or any pulp in the juice. Just completely strained, just the vegetable juice. No fruit juice because too much sugar. Just the vegetable juice. I did get 3 bananas. I had one earlier as kind of my dinner. That's all I really had for dinner. And I'll have the other 2 bananas probably be gone by tomorrow, maybe one in the morning and then one later in the day. But after that, I don't plan to eat any more solid foods. After that, it should just be vegetables and stuff. But anyway, where to start with the updates as far as what's going on? I guess the 2 main things are my health and what's going on with that, and what I plan to be doing here at the house, or with going to school or whatever. And I don't want to just ramble on and try to tell you all of those things. I was really hoping that I would be able to do like a live video, but I don't have, as usual, I don't have any really good, solid, dependable internet here for doing the live video. I can now download the app. I think it's called Prism. That's right. It's called Prism. It's a streaming app. It enables you to do the HD 1920 by 1080 video live stream on YouTube. But that type of file size or that type of video, it would absolutely not work here at the house because the internet connection is just so poor. The speed is very, very, very slow, and the connection strength is not that good. And that combination is just basically killer for live videos. So unfortunately, I still can't do any live video here, and they haven't contacted me about when they expect to get the internet hooked up. However, that may have worked out in my favor, and the reason is because if you've heard this before, I'm going to school in Onomichi, and since the school has been able to tell me that I can still enroll, even though I missed the initial enrollment more than a week ago. I was supposed to pay my school fees by the middle of last month, and then the actual classes were going to start on the 15th of this month, which was almost 10 days ago. And of course that didn't happen because I was in the hospital for over a month and a half. Yay! But they actually came. 3 of the people from the school came to talk to me. And I'm going to put this here because my arm's really tired. You guys, I don't have a lot of strength right now. Because I did some walking and stuff while I was at the hospital. Every single day I got up as much as I could. And I would say by the last 5 or 6 days, I was really pushing myself to get up as often as possible, and even telling myself no more than an hour in the bed, and preferably no more than 30 minutes. But there were some days where I did just so much stuff that I had to rest longer or I had to take naps. But I made it a point to lie down on my stomach or on my sides whenever I would sleep or take a nap, because I wanted the blood flow in my leg to be good. I found that if now first of all, I don't sleep good on my back, but because when I'm sitting on the bed, I tend to be on my ass and elevate my legs. Whenever I'm lying down, I try to be on my side or my stomach if possible, so that the blood can flow better through my legs and keep them from swelling. But as far as this relates to the school, I wanted to get back to that. Um, uh, uh, I'm sorry, but this is kind of ridiculous. But the reason I mention that is because I still have a ways to go on getting my energy back, and so even something like holding the phone up here, my arm feels really tired already because I haven't had really any exercise. Not any real exercise. So the things that we all take for granted, the everyday, just get up, walk around the office, do our work, go walk to the car, walk to our job, walk around the school, do everything we need to do all day long, go shopping, etc., and then go home and all that kind of stuff. We don't consider that exercise. That's just regular everyday stuff. But for me right now, that is exercise, and right now I feel pretty tired because I've been out most of the day, and so anyway, there you go. But back to the school thing. I didn't realize this until I got here the other day on Saturday, but the temperature at night is dropping down to about 6 degrees Celsius. And during the day, it's really nice weather during the day. It gets up to about 22 degrees Celsius. So I believe probably in the 70s during the day, and maybe in the 40s to around 52 degrees at night, maybe 45 to 52. Don't quote me on that, but somewhere in there. It's pretty chilly at night and then really nice during the day. As you can see, I've got a jacket and a long sleeve on. And when I got back, it was about 9 or 8 degrees outside. Right now, it's probably a degree or two cooler. But here's the thing. There was a very stark contrast in the difference between the environment I was in at the hospital and here. And it's not just in cleanliness, and it's also orderliness, and facilities, and ease of use. Okay. um, and in frame of mind and stuff like that. And just for example, if I want to just simply use a cup and I need to wash the cup out, well, I'm going to have to first go back out and reprime the pump. But right now, actually, I need to replace the water filters, because the water filters that are in there right now are pretty dirty. So I'd have to take those off, put in new water filters, and then after that, reconnect the pump, reprime the pump, and get that going. And then after that's going, if I need hot water, I want hot water, I've got to go back out to the propane tanks and reset that, and that's a little bit of a headache to do. Last time I did that, it took me like an hour and a half to figure out how to do it, and I can't really remember what I did, but maybe it would take me 30 or 45 minutes to do it again. And then once that's done, then I can use the hot water, but my sink is outside. Now during the day right now, it's not that big of a deal, but you see everything that I have to go through just to use the water here and wash out, like a cup, just to wash a cup. So it's a little time consuming. And my shower that's outside, yeah, I can use it during the day, but there's no way I'm going to be able to take showers out there in the evening when it's cold. And on top of that, very soon I'm not going to be able to take showers out there at all, because it's going to be too cold all day long, and it's going to start snowing. The first snow that we'll have here typically is in December, and last year we had a big snowstorm the week right before Christmas. So yeah, by that time there's no way I can be here doing that. But my school is in Onamichi, and from here to there, driving with no traffic and good weather, it takes about maybe an hour, hour and 15 minutes. And if I drive that, go to school 5 days a week, that's 2 to 2.5 hours just of driving 5 days a week. But since it's already so chilly here, um, and getting my clothes ready, washing once again requires the water. And the water source that I have hooked up right now is refilled mostly by rain. And there's not a whole lot of rain going on right now. There won't be a lot of rain going on anytime soon. But you might think, well, what's the big deal? You were doing that before. Yeah, but in the condition that I'm in right now, uh, doing all of those things is quite difficult. And my left leg is still swollen, and the doctor said it could be swollen at least a little bit for the rest of my life, but who knows how long it will take for it to become more manageable and less troublesome for me. He can't answer that. Nobody can. It's different for everybody. Some people can get over that and it heals up and it does pretty well pretty quickly. And for some other people, it bothers them for years. I don't know. I'm hoping that doing the juice fast and focused on getting all of those good nutrients is really going to help me, to fix the blood clot problem, to help with my cancer tumor, and help repair my leg. That's what I hope. But, we'll have to see. Time will tell. So the thing is, because of the weather and the road that I have to take from here to the school is already, even on a good day, it's a little dangerous because it's a really windy road, but it's the fastest route from here to the school. If I take the longer route or the toll road route, then it takes, not only does it take a little longer to get there, but I have to pay because of the toll road. And so at least an hour and a half, and I have to pay extra for that. So you're talking about 3 hours round trip at least, and then having to pay both ways. If the weather is bad and it's snowing and stuff like that, that it's possible that I can't even get over there. The even if I have snow tires, excuse me, even if I have snow tires, there's no guarantee that those roads would be open. I might be driving down there and it's closed and have to turn around and go back and then find another way, and that could make me late for school. And once I start school again, I can't be missing. I can't be late, can't be missing and stuff like that because it matters for your residency. For those of you who don't know, when you're going to school, making good grades and being in your classes is very important. If you're missing classes and or having trouble making good grades, that can actually hurt your residency. That's reported to immigration. So you have to be showing up for your classes and you have to be making good scores in order to, or you have to be passing in order to keep your residency. So it's very important. My knee is bothering me a little bit, so I'm trying to stand on my other leg. Anyway, what I said all that to say this. What I realized was that I'm gonna have to get a place in Onamichi, a small cheap apartment or something, so that I can stay there at the very least during the school days, Monday through Friday. And of course, I talked about this a while back, I believe, in some of my previous videos where I talked about going down there during the week and then coming out here on the weekends and doing stuff. And I still want to do that, but being able to come out here and actually do things, and to what extent I can do things, I don't know right now. And that's just because I have to wait and see how I recover and how that comes along. But for right now, I want to get a few things cleaned up in here, get my juicer hooked up tomorrow, and make sure that it's working fine, and try to get myself on some kind of regimen. And as I'm able over the next several days, get some cleaning done in here. I want to clean the bedroom and this area out here because my bedroom got really messy when I was sick. Before I ever went to the hospital, I was actually sick for about a week, and it got pretty messy in my bedroom because I was just I wasn't feeling it. I was in the bed all the time, and it just got kind of junky and trashed. And so right now when I go in there, I don't even want to be here. I just feel like I don't want to be here. And the reason is because I look around and it's in such disarray and it's so messy and everything. And Glenn came out here to do some stuff for me, and Evelyn came out here a couple of times, and I'm sure they can tell you just by looking around, it looks trashed. The backyard is grown up, it's messy, it needs to be cleaned, and the grass cut. And in here, there are a lot of bottles and some trash that needs to be gotten together and thrown away. And when I see all that, it's really difficult for me to deal with it. And like I said, because of the contrast between being in the hospital where everybody was taking care of stuff for me and helping me, and if I needed help, they could immediately help me, and I had a button to press, which I used a few times early on because I was in such terrible condition. But I think after the first 2.5 weeks, I don't think I ever pressed that button again because I became more mobile and I could actually kind of get the things that I needed to get and that sort of thing. But um, as far as the food was coming to me, I didn't have to worry about that. Um, the, the few things of clothes that I had, my toothbrush, and all of those amenities that I had were right there next to my bed, and I could just grab them and go to the shower, or grab them and go to the sink and brush my teeth or whatever I needed to do. But it's not that simple here, and my leg is the flexibility is very low, and the feeling of it is not so great. So just doing the simplest things, it's like I don't even want to do that. I just don't want to do it. And luckily, I have been getting up and making myself move. But what I find myself wanting to do is just go somewhere else, get back in that environment that's already organized and already clean. Because uh, being here right now in this condition and having a limited ability to do anything about it, it's really a bummer. Because this isn't just a regular house that's messy. This is a house that's in a complete state of chaos right now, and it needs a massive ton of cleaning and just tons of repairs and stuff. And in my current condition, it was already challenging before because of my stupid tumor and energy that I was lacking from that. But now I have not only that issue affecting me, I have my leg just adding to that physically, and it almost feels like my body is just driving me away from doing the things that I was wanting to do here in particular. And so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be able to do here in the short term, but I am going to be going to look at an apartment in Onamichi very soon, maybe this week. Saori Sensei is helping me with that, so I'll find out hopefully soon. Ow. I got a little pain in my left knee, so I'm probably gonna have to get off my feet um, here shortly and take a rest. It's time for me to be getting to sleep. Normally I'm kind of settled down at this time, so I've kind of overdone it today. But as soon as I get these vegetables in the fridge, then I'll head in there, turn the heater on, and climb in bed. But anyway, I will keep you guys posted. I just wanted to give you an update and let you know that I am back in Toyosaka at the house, and it's quiet as usual. Right now, because of the weather change, there's almost no noise outside. I can hear the deer. I heard the deer just a few moments ago, but don't hear any frogs right now. They've been all into hibernation mode now for a while. Super quiet out here, so I was able to sleep yesterday. The first night out here, I didn't sleep really much at all. I slept, I think, a total of about 3 hours. So yesterday, I was just completely shot and fell asleep early and slept really kind of late. I woke up right before I watched the baseball game. It started around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was waking up at like 5:30, no later than 6 o'clock most days when I was at the hospital. But yesterday I slept until about 8:45. So I slept for almost or about 12 hours. I was really conked, really knocked out. But anyway, I don't want to hold you up anymore. That's pretty much all I wanted to share, just to give you an update on that stuff. I've got a ton of medicine that they gave me. Not all of it I have to take. It's just as needed. Like the two different pain medications they gave me are as needed. There's some laxatives, but I think mostly the reason I needed those at the hospital is because I was in the bed for a long time and I wasn't moving around. Plus the other medicine I was taking, all of that together just made it difficult for me to use the bathroom. So, but now I'm moving around a lot, I'm walking a lot more and stuff, and I haven't had any issues. So I haven't been taking that the past several days. But I do have to take my blood thinner every day, and that does make me a little lightheaded, especially for some reason when I'm standing and I look down, like I look down at my phone or something, I feel a little lightheaded. So I have to be careful, and that's another reason why I take my walking stick with me, because I mean, some days it seems like, oh, I can walk relatively well. I don't need my walking stick. But then I remember how I feel sometimes with my lightheadedness, and I think maybe it's too dangerous right now for me to be walking without it, so I take it with me. But and sometimes just out of nowhere, like right now, my knee or part of my leg just starts to ache, and so having the walking stick makes it easier for me to to get around. You can't see it, but right now I'm using my hand to lean on the refrigerator, and that's literally helping me to take the weight off of my left leg. But anyway, last thing I wanted to mention was as far as my YouTube channel monetization. I need to make a specific video, and I want to, about a giveaway that I'm going to do. And I saved this for last because I feel like the people who watch this far are the ones that I most want to know about this. I have over 1,000 subscribers already, and you can see that easily. But for some reason, YouTube just keeps my watch hours down under 4,000. So if you don't know this, I can't get paid. I don't get monetized. In other words, YouTube doesn't pay me for any ads you see on my screen. If you click ads or view ads on my channel, I don't get paid anything for that. And the reason is because 1,000 subscribers is not the only requirement to get money from YouTube. You also have to have 4,000 watch hours over the past 365 days. And that means that those of you out there, whoever you are, subscribers or not, who watch my videos, if you watch 1 hour total time of one of my videos on a particular day, that means 1 hour of watch hours is credited to me out of that 4,000. And once it gets to 4,000, then I become monetized and I can make money from YouTube. But for some reason, over the past couple of months, YouTube has just been really just, it originally gave me a green check mark, but then it took hours away. And once you get them, it's not supposed to do that, but it did. So right now, I'm about 50 hours away, which is not a lot. So I've got basically 3,950 hours. So if you could help out, if you want to help out, the easiest way I know to do it is to just put one of my videos on or one of my playlists. But one of the things you can do is put on like my Inaka Dreams video. It's an 8-hour video that you can listen to. You can hear the frogs and stuff. Whenever you're gonna, just relax, take a nap, or lie down and go to sleep, you can play that video. Or if you're doing things around the house, whether you listen to it or not doesn't matter, but you can put on a playlist. You can put on one of my long playlists and just have my videos playing on your computer or something when you're not using it. Even that would help. But once it gets over 4,000, then I'll actually start getting paid. Because YouTube puts advertisements on my videos, and for those of you who don't pay for YouTube Premium, you already know that. When you watch my video, perhaps this video, you'll see an advertisement. I don't get anything for that. That's YouTube doing that, not me. It has nothing to do with me. So it would be nice if YouTube is doing that on my videos and actually paying me for it. But right now, they're putting them on my videos and giving me zero. So if you want to help me out, but you don't have money to send to me or to make a donation, that's an easy way to do it. Just play my videos. And the faster I get to 4,000, the faster I can do a giveaway. And what I'm going to be doing is getting a few things from here, something from the Virra, and also a couple of things like from Japan, like some Japanese snacks, and another little gift from Japan. Put these all in a box and ship them to a winner. I'll do a drawing and I'll pick a winner, and then I will send it out. But that's only after I get my 4,000 watch hours and get monetized. Once that happens, I'll do the giveaway and let you guys know, so you can definitely have a chance to enter. But for right now, thank you for listening. I appreciate you sticking around. I wanted to keep this around 30 minutes, and it's around that mark, or no more than 30 minutes. I'm a little over, but no big deal. I don't plan on editing this because I just wanted to get it out there, and I think I covered all the bases about my health, what's going on, and here at the house, and what I'm going to be doing, and all of that. But I will create something here, I promise, as soon as I'm able, hopefully this week, depending on how my leg is doing. I've been thinking about what I can feasibly do that would be interesting for me to shoot and put on the channel. But as soon as I get that figured out, I'll work on it and let you know. But for now, all I have to say is thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. And ja ne. See you next time.